So now you see a lot of this where I raise pre-flop and they donk into you. And it's like, I feel like a lot of times with these bad players, it's just, I'm trying to find out where I'm at. So I'm going to like bet a seven. And then if he calls me, I'm going to slow down. And he's going to slow down. Well, I'm not getting the right price. So I just want to fold. Let's had a queen. You see silly stuff on here, just like you do in bad players in front of you. And trick is we're probably figuring out like any poker game, how people play, how each person plays. This guy donked into me like full pot and got a caller and just min raise. And I called and he just snap folded. Like, what is he betting with? I guess second pair. Wow, he made a call. I'm gonna call. So I'm just gonna call. It's an overview range, of course. He checks, played a little deceptive. I didn't have the smartest in the world. I usually get sucked down. He's one I made a 12. He probably has something like kings or something. Now it's just knowing bad. Ooh, that's a bad turn there for me. That's a bad rubber card for me. We could easily have kings there. Yeah, this one sucks. That river card sucks. I played it tricky, and then I put him on kings. The fucking king comes in the jam. But what else could he have? Queens? He's not jamming with queens. I'll call it an eight. Yeah, I'm folding. I think that's a good fold. A lot of times, though, in these things, you just gotta call when it. Like I might have been good there. He might have been doing that with Jack or something silly. I don't think so. If I was there, I wouldn't have folded. But you see silly shit on here. Okay. He three bet, and the way he bet the turn small, it felt like kings and a king king. I'm blocking aces. I'm blocking. I'm not blocking kings. I'm blocking queens. I don't think he's doing that with queens. I don't think he's gonna have jacks. I don't know this player, but so I think that was a good pull. I've been losing my butt on this thing recently. I had 700 in my account 2 days ago, and now it's down to 200. Now it's down to like, most of my money I have in here is all in play on these tables. So, $100 plus what's here. This time these tables, it's all in Dodgers. I just want to just pop up a little bit. Short. Always better to play real deep, but I get hammered so much in these things. It's like on this side. I've also turned into one of these hit runners on this side. When I'm running up to when it hits $100, I just leave the table. If I get bad beat I just leave the table. I mean, I feel like if you don't do that, you're just going to lose all your money. It's like I build it up to you don't see anyone with like $300. One guy. I mean, and that's because it seems like you build it up. I built it up to like 300, and then you end up with some fucking cooler. I'm gonna call him and see if there's like a trend. Someone might have a case. Maybe I have a case. It's a big equity too for the top. Fold. Hold on. Andrew Sophie hasn't pulled one. Um, so click WPT cool. Try to play. Well, I mean, I'll find spots like I took that spot, you know. But for the most part, you don't run big bluffs. because no one folds. I mean, I had aces just earlier, and it was a pair board. I came in bet small, and then I jammed the turn. He called me with pocket fives. There's like a million overs. I don't remember. The fives was way behind everything, and he called me. Pair board, they're not gonna fold. I noticed that in live tournaments, live games too against bad players. If it's a paired board, they are never folding because if you bet the river, they figure you'd only bet and trips are better. They think you're very polarized when there's trips on the board, which I'm not, but they think that. So you got to adjust to your players. So even though I hear people all the time, well, I bet the same there was something else. Well, yeah, but that don't mean shit. What matters is what the other player thinks. It doesn't matter that. I mean, they don't know what you would or wouldn't do. This guy, what else is he writing? Jeez. I'm not feeling about folding there, but he talked for him. I don't know what he had. Yeah, I wouldn't bet a six. He's trying to draw people would call with. And I think here it's a check about your maybe call. I'm probably good. I'm good. Uh, Six deuce. You call the raise a six deuce offsuit. Call the raise a six deuce offsuit, honey. So what's this guy going crazy to town with a three bet? Fucking out of king. That would have been good. I guess he just gets into the spot if I can take. I mean, he could have had it, I guess. So. No, I think if I want to put this on, I'm gonna have to put it in some kind of frame or something because I posted this just like Doug Polk or other people do. And for some reason, I get in fucking trouble and warnings on it, even though it's the same damn thing as everyone else does. I had my site taken down from YouTube for no reason other than it was all gambling related. Well, so is every other one. I mean, so there's a million sites. Everyone's making a bunch. Now, I'm not going to raise more just because it's eights and you want to, it's more of a protect your hand kind of thing. I raise based on the number of limpers in here. Oh, no, you raise more. Yeah, if there's four or five limpers, I'm not going to make it three. I'm going to make it more. But if I'm raising more, that's why. Oh, this guy. Let's see. This is that. This was a small bet. Look at that boy. I'm gonna call. This could be a three bet. I'm gonna check back because he has a king. And then obviously whatever he doesn't call. He's got me beat. Yeah, he's got a king. A little bit. It's been tempting. Not sure why I didn't bet this pair board. I'm not paying attention. This is a board I definitely should bet. Clicking it in, I guess. Now this one I'm going to definitely through that. This is PFR, 20%. How often does he play? Enough. I don't know what to do there. Should I jam or just call? Well, $39. I feel like I should jam. Make sure these guys are out. Questionable. Probably should not have done that here. Probably not strong enough. He needed shit. Well, he did, however. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Leave table. So this would be just a short little thing. think this little video was helpful to some of you. Not very long. Didn't play it very long. But yeah, that ace 10. I was actually right against that guy. He snap folded. So it's just unfortunate that the initial pre-flop raiser um, had a good hand, which when you saw his PFR, it was like 20%. So, I wish it was a real HUD. They're like, oh, people say it does have a HUD. No, it says PFR and VPIP. That's it. I mean, that doesn't tell you shit. I mean, a real HUD tells you if you're in late position. For example, people are going to raise a lot more in the early position. Maybe this guy, he raises all the time in late position, but in early position, he raises, 5%. And then that's good to know because he was under the gun. Then I could have saw that and said, oh, yeah, I'm just going to fold here. This is shove. So a real HUD tells you things that are actually useful. Just knowing is PFR. I mean, it's helpful, but it doesn't tell you three bet. Like I didn't know that guy's three bet percentage. HUDs will tell you that. HUDs tell you a lot more. I think people don't know what a HUD is when they say, oh yeah, Club WPT has a HUD. No, no. It tells you two stats that are kind of useless, honestly, because it doesn't say anything about position. Or if they're raising, if it's a three bet raise position percentage versus just a regular raise percentage, like, first to open, it's a difference. I don't always follow it. Sometimes I try to, like, wait till the timer is below 10 so I don't give off any kind of a time and tell. I don't know, 5 seconds. Let me touch that to another thing. So let's use it from the jack. Let's see what the fucking trap hand I use not been gone yet. Suit it up now. I'll just gonna re-raise here. I'll go up here. And then I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet. Yeah, I have pot. See, I bet based on the board, not on what's in my hand. I need to learn more of that as far as GTO. I believe typically it was like E7 deuce. You just make a range bet. This is what I do, and it might be wrong. I'll make like a range bet typically. Um, if it's a dry board, if it's a heavy board, Queen Jack 10, even if I have King Queen or Ace King or whatever. Since it's a more draw heavy board, and I will get looked up by more hands. I will bet more because I know draws and pair and flush draws and stuff are not folding, so I might as well get max value if I have a hand. I might do the same thing with the bluff. Um, but if it's kind of dependent on the board, and I believe this is correct, you're supposed to be betting based on what the board is like and what is in your range, that kind of stuff too. So if I was a three better, it comes ace high, I'm probably betting no matter what. If it's ace 9-8 like that one with two clubs, I'll bet a little more because there's more that can call me. But if it's you know, if it's I think know what I'm saying. So you got here. I really should place on. So I believe it should be pretty much based on board. To me, in live poker, and I guess I kind of take it the same one here. Um, I take a long stall before they bet as weakness. I got my tree up there. That's good. Create my call. And the button doesn't call here. I'll check back. Give him a free card. And this guy I'm probably calling. Let's see. Yeah, let me check back then. You never know, 10 people on the looks like. Oh, this one I forgot big. He's not gonna be right in ace. Oh, he folded. Wow, that seems that's some kind of draw. I'm kind of surprised he folded. Unless they had a draw. If he had like a pair, I doubt he's folding. But if he has like jack high, it's kind of hard to call away. But I'm gonna bet more there because I'm aiming for. I want him to call with the lower pairs. And probably if I had a pair of jacks there, let's say, which was not an ace. I guess it depends. I might bet. Um, well, here everyone's leaving, so that's it. These games just die sometimes. Just people disappear. Go ahead and bet at it. You win. I'm not farting around. Maybe so I made a little bit right now. Plus leave right now. Oh, like $200 and I'm at 300. Yeah. Let's get. Got some really bad. My face is all flicking off. You guys don't want to know that, right? Now this one I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet. I don't know how pot. Two Broadway cards. I got a gutter. He called. Oh, that's a beautiful turn card. So I'm gonna bet again. Just a little bit. Go on, call. The way I've been running, he's probably got 8 sets of diamonds. Back in. Call. And I win. Yay. That was funny. That was nice. I had a backdoor thing last night playing live. I've never seen this before in all my years of playing. We both backdoored a flush. And I picked up equity on the turn, so I bet the turn and he called. And the river, I had the second nut flush. I runner backdoored the second nut flush, and he runner backdoored the nut flush. And the king of diamonds was out there, so and I had the queen of diamonds. He had the, but it was we had to use both our cards, too. So it was only 3 diamonds on the board. And I have never seen before where two people using both cards, both backdoored a flush at the same time. Needless to say, I got stacked and I left. And then horrible, just horrible. So I feel like I resorted to just playing this online and trying to grind this up because the live poker's been just killing me lately. Let's take a break from it or something. Just from running a little bit. But yeah, it was what did I do? He bet tiny. He bet like less than quarter pot, and I called with a could be 2 overs to second pair and a gutter, and I turned a straight flush draw, and I bet and he just called rivered the flush, the second flush, and I put it in, and he instantly called, of course, and yeah, I bet this. And I'm betting it all the time. I'm betting it when I got trips too. I'm not a big fan of slow play. Got more this time. This one I'm gonna raise it easy. Might pick up some draws. This one I really should bet for value. I really should, so I'm going to. Oh, you hit a straight. Fucker. That's how I run. See? Bye. Check the straight. That's pretty tricky. I almost didn't want to value bet that river because I've been running. I mean, it definitely works to call. If someone bets here, I don't buy it for a second. I really don't. Good. No one had a pair. All right, guys and girls. I think I'm done here. Hopefully this was educational. And subscribe. Talk to y'all later.